Hi everyone. We are back with the OpenAI standardized, library development and pairing sessions with Mr. Brian Parker and the rest of the standard community. Brian, long time, no see. Where were you? Were
Yeah.
you on vacation? What were you doing all this time?
Uh, what happens when you put three perfectionists in a room and ask them to write software?
I don't know. I haven't heard from you in a long time, and then all of a sudden there's this post on social
Yep.
media that says you developed you upgraded RESTful Sense. What's that
Yeah.
all about? Do you wanna
Yeah.
tell us a little bit?
Don't lie. You know all about it. um,
So just to kind of set up the stage here just for Brian because this is his night, this is his moment. Um, we talked in the past about the ability to upload a file, right? And we wanted to basically stay consistent with the RESTful API library, RESTful Sense, in uploading files. So we want to keep it intuitive, right? That's a very, very costly investment because, the easy thing, just to kind of bring people up to speed to where we are. Hey, Kay. So let me kind of bring people here to the stage, and then you all will understand what we're talking about. So for those who are used to using RESTful Sense, RESTful Sense is a library that basically allows you to really not just execute a call to an API, but it's a beautiful execution of a call to an API. So it's something like this: when you go and say, okay, I have a bunch of students, I want to get these students from an API endpoint. um, the call here basically has this specific method. You pass in the model and you paste in the relative URL and you move on with your day, right? And we needed to do something similar to that for uploading files for multi-part form. Multi-part form is another way that you can communicate with an API. You're basically uploading a file and you're getting back a response from the API, a JSON response that says, here's the details of what happened, right? So, usually the easy route and the hard route are not very good friends, right? Because the easy way usually is short, that's why it's easy, but more often than ever, it's not the right way to do things. It's a corner cutting, let's just get out of the way, let's move on. Who cares, right? It's just a broker sitting 3, 4 classes deep in a library that maybe people will look at, maybe they won't. People will just use the library and move on with their day. But that's not how we play, right? We try to deliver very high quality. It doesn't just have to work, it has to work right, and it has to be beautiful. And that's basically what Brian has been trying to do, is to create a model that takes a stream and it takes a bunch of things. He basically invented a new way to connect properties together. Just to be very honest with you all, it's an innovation. It's an invention of how things, are supposed to work. I just saw Gregor here. Where you guys been? Long time. Won't come back. Okay. All right, Greg. Everyone's lying today. You guys know what we've been up to. So,
I, I
so
feel I feel the stirring one.
see what you started. See what you did. So, so okay. So here's what we need to do. Brian, I want you to explain to people. First of all, we need to give people a demo, right? Because that's what
Mhm.
we do. We need to give people a demo, and we have all of these pending PRs. Just so you guys understand, the other beautiful thing about writing clean code and beautiful code is that you can, let's go here. Oh, wow, that's new. Do you see what they did with the search engine there?
Mm.
The standard OpenAI. Wow, look at that. The search have changed. So we have 4 open PRs, right? And one of these PRs is to basically to be able to upload a file. That's where it all started, right? And we wrote all of these, little pieces and all that kind of stuff. But today we're gonna change this service, this PR a little bit to make sure that it actually adheres to the rules of this library. Brian, you posted a couple of demos in the Discord channel. Do you want to show people? Do you want to talk a little bit about your work? Come on, it's your work. You worked like three
Yeah.
weeks on it. Go ahead.
Yeah. Sure.
Go ahead.
Um, okay. So as Hassan pointed out, what we want to do is upload a.
Zoom in a little bit, Brian, please.
Yeah,
Thank you.
sorry, my friends. I've been away from the broadcasting for a while.
He's been away from the screen, you know. So go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah. So I just try to make that a little bit smaller. So what we needed to do is, as Hassan was just explaining, a way to upload what we call multi-part forms. And a multi-part form can contain a stream, or can contain a byte array. It can
Mm-hmm.
contain. There's a whole heap of different types of contents. So we went and we needed to support the stream, and we needed to support string, and we also needed byte array content. But
Mm-hmm.
in the case of OpenAI, the byte array content was not needed. So
Mm-hmm.
here I've got a little demo where I've actually I've got the master branch of RESTful Sense here. I actually haven't pulled in the I could just remove the branch, but I could
Mm-hmm.
just bring in the NuKit package now, but it doesn't matter. It's the same software.
It's the
The
same idea, yeah.
Yeah, it's the exact same version. Um, so here we are. This is what we're going to expect back, and this is what we're uploading. Now the uploading is where all the magic happens. So this is the
Yeah.
class. So this is the class that I define that I want to use to upload. And here I've attached these attributes. You see,
Mm-hmm.
and the
Mm-hmm.
attributes define what's in the particular property and
Mm-hmm.
how to assemble that into the. It basically identifies how to assemble that into the multi-part form.
Mm-hmm.
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 So this class here is just what we expect back from OpenAI, so it's not really interesting. And here I'm just creating
He's just
a mock,
creating a stream. Yeah. Yeah.
just a mock training. It's basically straight out of there. It's even got this is rubbish. Yeah, but anyhow, it's a valid stream that goes up to OpenAI.
Uh-huh.
And okay, so here you can see. Uh, yeah, so I cheated here with this one. Yeah, so I'm assigning my parameters here like this. You
Yeah.
wouldn't normally do this. Yeah, but
Yeah.
yeah, but
Don't do that. That's him
yeah,
just trying to give you a high level. By the
yep,
way, just so you guys understand, you won't find this anywhere. This is innovation. We're not
mhm,
just repeating someone else's blog post. This is true innovation. This is something that, you can rely on as truly genuine and original work. This is original work here. And
mhm.
I swear to God, this is all Brian Parker. It's all his brain. All I was doing throughout this process is just cry and kick and scream and say, bad, bad, don't
Just tell
like
it.
it,
Yeah,
bad.
just get on holding up the red banner. Go back, try again.
That's all I did. I just said ugly, don't like it, go figure it out. That's all I did. But to be honest with you,
You
our
know, it was
friend
good.
over here is really innovative. Go ahead, Brian. Finish
You
your
know,
demo.
no, yeah. So to be quite honest, we had a working demo within probably a few hours of the problem, but it was POC code, and we needed to get it into a shape that we were all happy with, and that's what happened. We ended up doing about 3 iterations. We finally come up with an iteration that we're all pretty happy with. We've all got a little gripe here and there, but it's pretty damn good. A lot better than what you'd see anywhere else, and I'm very happy with it. So how about we give it a whirl, see what happens?
Let's give it a go. So you're gonna upload an actual file
Which is
to
that? Yep.
nice. Let's go. Okay.
So
Here,
here it's
hit the
already
button.
posted.
Mhm.
We've got a result, and voila,
Nice. Very,
magic.
very. It's beautiful. It's beyond beautiful. This is just as beautiful as this moment when um, Steve Jobs and Wozniak said, "We need to develop a computer, and it doesn't need to have a fan. It needs to stay cool, but it doesn't have a fan in it." And the guy they brought in, he was like, "It's impossible. You can't do it." And he's like, "I don't care. Make it happen. Just make this vision come to life." Oh my God, this is beyond amazing. Okay, let's use your library. So um uh I'm gonna go back to the RESTful. Yeah, I swear, Gregory, I don't know what to say. Like, I don't think there's enough I can say to just kind of explain how important this is and how beautiful this is. You don't have to know about multi-part form. You don't have to know about any of that nonsense. You're staying consistent with your RESTful API. to be honest with you, this is even more important than OpenAI library itself because anybody out there could put a wrapper around an API. But can you actually innovate? Can you create something that's truly beautiful? That's what this is. Okay,
The,
let me
just want to say the amount of work that went into this. It wasn't just myself; it was myself and Christo, and your,
Presto.
yeah,
Yeah,
Christo helped a lot. And the amount of work that went into this, I would say, would equate to the amount of work we've already put into OpenAI. It was,
it's probably more than that. Just the thought process itself.
mm,
It's like with OpenAI, when you know what to do, coding is actually the easy part.
mm,
Thinking about how to solve that problem. And Brian, I know that you had like a Gorse kind of
yeah,
recording or something. Do you want to show people that? For those who don't know what Gorse is, if you're working on an open source project or Git-based project or any kind, it doesn't have to be open source. You can kind of celebrate with your team by running a simulation of how the project came to be. It builds it in a nice neural kind of network kind of thing. Show it to people right there. It is. See how much work this guy put in, and he's not even speeding it up. That's truly. Look, you
hmm
won't see. You know why you don't see my name here? Because I was just kicking and crying and telling them, no, no, don't do it this way. But look, that's Christo and that's Brian,
yep.
and he just spun up all of that.
So
In
this
the
is this
past.
is this is a work we did in the last 48 hours or so. So I basically did all the work out in a POC, and when we were all happy, we moved it all back into RESTful sense. So
Nice.
I
Super,
think
super
these are great.
nice.
These are great visualizations, aren't
Yes, I
they?
think so.
I find when I explain to people that don't understand what I do, when I show them things like this, they sort of get it
They
a
start
bit better.
starting to understand because
Yeah.
it's very physical. It's
Mm.
very visible, right? Okay, cool. Let's see if we can put something out there that is we can actually probably release something today, I think.
Hmm.
So let's do this. I'm gonna take your screen back here. You did enough coding today. Let us code something sometimes. It's getting a little weird. So let's do to upload file upload. So we should have something like so this is the orchestrations, this is foundations, right? And that's our guy right here. Okay, let me rebuild this real quick, and then I'm gonna update RESTful sense. Because we have a lot of tests, we have everything in place, we can easily kind of resemble and show, that the upgrade that we're doing to a particular library doesn't break our existing functionality. Okay, so let's just do this real quick. I'm gonna go here, I'm gonna go to NuGet package. I'm gonna upgrade RESTful sense. So this is the beautiful part here is that Visual Studio automatically will detect that there's a new library in place. So this is latest. That's 2.14. Let's get that one out of the way. And again, Christo, wherever you are, I really appreciate it. We wouldn't have this today. It would have to be delayed until a weekend or something when I have the time to kind of make it right. He was even I think he was on his way to London or something, and he just,
Yeah.
I think he brought I think he brought his laptop or he figured out a way to make a full NuGet deployment from his phone. I don't know what he's doing, but he did something.
Yeah.
He's like, guys, I'm gonna be away for an hour. I'm going to London, and then like 20 minutes later, boom, here's the library. I was like, what? That's crazy. Okay, so we have this in place here. Let's just go ahead and kind of fix this. Okay, so let's go to the file broker. So Brian, guide me here. So I'm going to go into the brokers, and this is OpenAI, and then we have a file upload, AI files right here.
Mhm.
So we have external file response, and I have external AI file request. If you bear with me a second. Oh, that's delete the file by ID. Yeah, we left the post file empty because this is where we need to go and say post form
Mhm.
async, right? So
Yep.
okay, so let me build this then. So I need to go up in here and say this is post CRUD operations, private async value task, and then T result, and then post form async, right? So that's our
Yep.
guy.
It's
And then I get to go and say, here's your T request, T result,
I actually
right?
think.
Uh,
Oh, I think I might have them back to front. Mm.
Tell me. What? Did we discover something?
Yeah, I'm not sure if I got the T result and T request in the right order. I think you also
Did
missing
you
an E.
flip them? Did you flip
Yeah,
them?
I'm not sure. I can't remember off the top of my
So
head.
relative URL T
No,
request.
the
Uh,
result's the last one. You're right. Yep, we're good.
yeah,
Yep.
it makes sense, right? You're sending a
Mm.
request and you're getting a response, right?
I think I might have had a moment when I was writing the code where I had it backwards, and that's what just tripped me then.
Cool, cool. I'm excited. API client post form. Do I have it? Form async. Is that what you called it? Post form
Yes.
async. Okay. And
Why
it's
isn't it?
and it's 214, right? So this is T request
Yep. Why aren't
and
we seeing
T.
that?
It's sometimes it's trippy. It trips out like this. Sometimes it does weird stuff. But
Mm-hmm.
I know for a fact that you have this in here because 214 right here.
Mm-hmm.
So
It's
I
in
know
there.
that this is yeah. So either it didn't pick up let's see, return default, control KC, and then let me rebuild this.
Mm-hmm.
You know the preview version of Visual Studio likes to play games with us a little. So let's
Ah,
see here,
yep.
API client
Post.
form. I still can't find it. Why is that? If I go into your RESTful API factory,
Yep.
you did put it in the interface, right?
I'm pretty
Uh,
sure I did.
post
should be
content.
should be the last of the posts. That's where I put it. It's not
Let's
there.
see. Nope, it's not here.
Oh no.
I wonder if Christo when you did your demo, you did get the library, right?
I didn't. No, I didn't get the NuGet library. I did it from the master branch off the repo.
Well, did anyone try to test with the library?
No.
Okay. Well, there
We
is a
need.
reason.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
there is a reason why I'm here to be able to kind of mitigate these issues.
Yep.
So let me open up the let me
Moment.
open up. We might need to just kind of like just open up a new project and
Yeah.
so
I'm just
open project solution and then let's see if RESTful sends in here. RESTful sends.
definitely. We're in the factory, aren't we?
Yeah, I think 14 is not
Oh,
the place where, or at least the upload. It's possible that Christy just rushed it out a little,
yeah. No, I can
right?
see it here. It's definitely in the interface. So. Yep.
It's definitely in.
Mm-hmm.
It's definitely in what?
The interface. I got it in the interface on master branch here.
Oh, the interface. Is it in both the API factory and
Yes.
API
Just
client?
I just checked them both.
Okay, then the only thing I have to do here is just kind of pull in RESTful sends and just make sure um, that we have the right version of it. So good thing I have all the brains left so I can. Okay, so let me double check here. So this is and also let me increase the size on the screen just to make sure that things are visible to people. Here we go. Do you ever get this thing where your computer doesn't allow you to um, minimize, maximize anything? It's just craziness. Okay, so there's a
I've
screen.
I've seen a new thing just recently, and sometimes I'm sort of clicking on things, and then I click on another screen, and next thing you know, what I was working on is on the screen I clicked on.
Okay, let me put this in release. Let me rebuild everything just to make sure. Right? Always double quadruple check. There's no so this is post content,
I put
post
it at the.
form,
Yeah,
right?
there it is. Yeah.
So that's on the client, right? And also on the API factory client, there is post content, post
Post form.
form,
That's it.
async. Okay, so we have both of them. That's true. Okay, fine. Let me go and bump up the version a little bit. So
Mm.
that's 2015. Sorry, Brian. I know you went all over social media and you told people, "Oh, look, it's great." At,
I
at
should.
least, at least test it. You know what I mean? At least just give it one test. You
I
know,
thought you. This wasn't my job. I'm going to say that. I should have tested it. Yes.
I love. There you go. That's classic. Oh, it's not my job, not my prob, not my pig, not my farm. Deal with it. You know. I mean, at least Chris to put your name there. So that's a good thing, right? All right, let's upload this and let's make sure that we have the right stuff in place. I honestly don't know. Like it should be there, but
Mm,
it is what it is, right? So I'm gonna go into release. So this is version 215. Do you know how I know that this is incorrect? Because my computer has RESTful 2014. Well, I also just generated it today before updating the version. So I don't think that should have been the problem, but hey, we're here. We're gonna fix it.
mm,
That's why, and this is why I tell people everywhere: test once, twice, thrice, but also more importantly than testing, always have control, like know how to do things. Don't just sit there. Always know how to do things. Here's Hassan at live. Here you
the reality
go.
was, the reality is, when I did that test with the console app, it was before it was pushed, published.
Ah,
Yeah.
there you go. Let's do this. Upload. The thing that I think happened really was that it might have been the build, the version. So many things could happen, right? When you're doing an upload or something like that. So that's just one thing I could think of off the top of my head. Okay, so I want the release on this. Let me find. So here's the C drive, users, Hassan, repos. Source, repos, RESTful sense. It should be here somewhere. There you go. Just a moment. Let me copy that. Yeah, I did put it in source and then under my name. That's why. Okay. So, all right, let's do this. And then here's the 2015 version. Okay, readme is missing. No, it's not. URL, uh, RESTful sense readme preview. I think it was Gregory who did this. He fixed the
Mm.
he fixed the image. I don't know if it was him or yeah, I think it was him. It was Gregory. Thanks, Greg. I appreciate you. Okay, so let's just double check here. So this is
No, no,
let's.
no, I actually think it's still missing. Go down. I
Mm,
couldn't. Yeah.
mm.
No, there it is. Sorry. Yep. There's the update there.
Are you
In
saying
the
I make mistakes, Brian? Is that
no,
what you're
no, no,
saying?
no, no, no. I just, when
I
you
do
flip
make
past.
mistakes. Chill out. It's not a cult. Oh my God. Oh my God. Someone told me this the other day. Said, ask your community if you make mistakes and see what they say. Ah, you just cost me $100.
We all make mistakes, friends.
So while I'm doing that, just to make sure and double check, just to kind of let people know, on OpenAI, our library just hit 1,000 downloads. I'm really, really happy about that. And we are in the front page now. We
Mhm.
made it. We made it to the front page. You remember how we were 3 pages ago, kind of really buried down? Now there's a lot of attention going on, and a lot of different systems are using this library. I've heard at least from about 5 or 6 people that they're using the library and they're starting to incorporate it into their businesses. So it's once your library is hitting the CI/CD pipelines for a business that is using it on daily basis and building their entire product on top of it, that's when you know it's just going to be there forever, right?
That,
Our
that, that,
responsibility. Go ahead. Go ahead.
that's the time to change it and just fix all the interfaces.
It's actually going to be a great opportunity to show people how to not destroy your customers who trust you, because people who will download your library, they trust you, right? They
Mm.
trust that you're going to do what's best for them. So if you change things on them, you're breaking them. But also that's the beautiful thing about open source, right? The article that I read today, I'm just gonna go on a tangent here while this is happening. I saw this article today, Google no moat. Um, so there was a leaked Google document that we have no moat, and neither does OpenAI. And basically, what they're saying is that it's very hard to compete with the open source implementations, the large language models for open source, because at this point in time, because the whole world now is jumping in on this bandwagon, and there's a lot of people like us who
Mm.
like to put things out there in the open. A lot of the proprietary closed source companies are trying to keep things close to the chest so they can make millions and billions of dollars off of it. They really can't hold any water, like their argument and the way that, because imagine like you have a company, let's say 2000, 3000 people, right? I heard Amazon has like 9000 engineers just focused on AI. I don't know if that's true or not, but how can you compare 9000 people to the vast mass majority of people around the world who you would call unqualified, who you would call, don't have the right experience, right? But in reality, these are the folks that are making the world go round, with their contributions on daily basis to the open source community. And I like to think of us as part of that group. I'd like to think of us as people that, you guys have no idea, like we're just scratching the surface. We're going to be developing our own models, so it's probably better that stay tuned. We're going to be doing a
Yep.
lot of interesting things. Right now, we're just saying, hey, does it work? Okay, so this is 2:15. What do you think, Brian? Do you think it's gonna work this time? I
Oh,
don't
we
know.
better.
Let's find out. I need to remember to commit that change. Let me do this. Configs up the version to 2:15. So I'm pushing this right into RESTful Sense, and then let's go back to OpenAI, standard OpenAI. There you go. And then I'm sharing my screen here. Here we go. Okay. Okay, Mr. Parker, let's try this one more time. So I'm gonna go back here to NuGet packages. And what do you know? I just upgraded this library. The team that's working on this must be really crazy because they just rolled up another one. Accept. Here we go. And then if I take all this out, oh, what do you know? Here's the function. So maybe we rushed Christo. We did rush Christo a little bit. Okay, sir. So what do you expect from me? You want the relative URL and you want the content. Is that right?
Hmm.
Post form async. And then I'm assuming that you want from me here the request must be reference type. Oh, you did say where T request is a class, and you
That's
said
right.
you have what? Is there a way to work around that enforcement, or is this is how you ensure that? Because I don't want people to do that either. I know it's simple and easy for you and
Mm.
me and Kailu, but
I'd
if
have
there's
to
a way,
use I'd have to
hmm,
use reflection and throw an error.
is that how you would go about it? Okay,
If you're
let's
just going to,
let's talk about that. Let's talk
yeah.
about that. Okay, so I'm gonna sit here and say post form async, right? And here's your external AI file request and then external AI file response, right? And here's your external AI file request like this. And I think I need a relative URL. So what's the relative URL? Is it still the v1 dash file stuff like that? Is that what it is?
Yep.
Okay. So we need to probably create private a constant string relative files relative URL. I don't know
Yep.
why we didn't do that in the other places.
I don't think you need the slash. You just the last slash. You just need v1 slash files. Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's right.
Yep. Yep.
And I think they're being a little bit forgiving with some of these as well. Like anyway, what I'm trying to say, okay, so here's the relative URL,
Mhm.
and then relative, what did we call it, Brian? So this is await post form async, and then let's see, this guy needs to go like this, and then here's your relative. relative URL, if I know how to spell, and uh, files relative URL, and then that will be it basically
Yeah,
for this. And then we need the request, right? So external.
you don't need
Uh,
the interpolation. Why would you need? You don't need that interpolation. It does nothing.
that's right. I was thinking the
Yep.
file, but then you're absolutely right. And I probably need to put this in here then, like this. Right now, why is this guy tripping? Post file request response. I'm returning the response. Return. That's kind of important, right? We need to return things because it's not Scala. So, okay, and then this needs to be a sync, and we're
Yeah.
done here, right? Um, okay, so that's the broker. Now let's go into this request and make sure that it looks the way it's supposed to. Is this the way? I don't think it is. I think there's something more that we need to add here, Brian,
Yeah.
right? So
Yeah. We need
what's
a
the,
file. We need a
yeah,
property with a string of type file name or for the file name.
file name like this.
Yep.
But
We
this
need to
guy
put
will
the.
be RESTful file name, something like
Yep.
that.
Yep.
And I
It's
just
not.
call it file.
Yep.
See, I'm using it and testing it in real time.
Hmm.
And this is, I think this is RESTful file content. RESTful
That's a
content,
stream content.
stream content.
Yeah.
And this will be RESTful
String content.
string content. And that's
Yes.
just purpose like that.
Perfect.
Oh my lord, that is beautiful. So basically these two will go build in a multi-part form. So this is file and file, one for the name and one for the actual stream. And
It's
this
gonna.
one will go and create the purpose string
So
content, right?
it'll have two contents. It'll have a string content in this case and a stream content. The stream content is also having a file name attached to it.
Exactly. Exactly. Okay. So that takes care of this, right? Which means our foundation, Kailu, pull the thing because I might kind of send you a failing test right now. Um, so if that's the case, then let's go to the foundation service AI file. And let's see what we did here. We did the mapping. We did say here's the content and here's the purpose, but we still need the name, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that means we need a file name thing in here, but I need to write a failing test for it first. Does this AI file have a name in it though? It has a request, and the request has a name. That's right. There you go. That's the missing piece. Cool. And because we really care about our standards and guidelines, we are not just going to write code. We need to kind of make that code make sense first. So this is random file properties. Oh, look, this guy has it. It has the name in here, right? But we kind of put everything on hold.
Mm-hmm.
Here you go. File name. There you go. And then this is random properties. And I'm assuming in our random properties, we basically said, see, I could leave a standard compliant code for 3 months and come back to it, and it all comes back to me. Why? Because it's standard compliant. It's supposed to be simple, right? Okay, so this should fail. Kylo, are you ready? I'm gonna give you a failing test now. This is on an old branch.
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay.
How are you, Kalu? I didn't say hello when you arrived.
He doesn't need to. His arrival is all that you need. Object reference is not set to an instance of an object. I want to make sure that this error is correct. So try catch, move next, upload file, and then it went and said file.response. Oh yeah, that's right. Because now the value is different, right? Um, okay, we have a promotion here. Hi, I want to offer promotion. People still don't know that we don't do this
Mm-hmm.
for views, and otherwise I would be without a shirt now. To get more views. Let me run the rest of these tests just to make sure that this is the only place where we're failing. Kailu, it's foundations dash upload file for the branch name, and I
Okay.
haven't pushed yet, just FYI. Okay, so this is a fail. Okay, sir, let's make it work. And then Brian, what I'm gonna ask of you after Kailu makes this pass is just to try to call the foundation service directly for a test, a quick test. And if that works, I think we're fine. We'll be able to merge all of them. Just it'll just be a snowball like that. So just heads up.
I don't think I can call it from an external app. It's internal unless I do a multi-repo thing and make it friendly.
What do you mean? No. The foundation service that we're building right now.
Yeah,
We just need to call it directly.
from where? An external.
From an acceptance test or something. Any
Yeah, that.
friend.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay,
I thought
okay.
you wanted me. I thought you wanted me to write a console app just to run.
Not
Yeah.
yet, but
Yeah.
we will. I don't know. We'll try to get an OpenAI version
Yeah.
out tonight. I'm not going anywhere. See, I got the banana right here. Do you know what that means? That we're gonna go live tonight. I even got, what is this? I got an Oreo. You know what that means, right? It means nothing. It means that I'm crazy. All right. Okay, let's do it. Here we go. So Kailu, all I really did was just add the file name, and this guy's barfing because it's expecting a response and it's not getting it back on the mapping. There you go. So just add that to your request. Let's see here. I think the orchestration, did you say it's okay that you put in the full path? Because I don't know if we figured out, did we ever figure out just the file name and trim the path, the full path of the file? Did we ever figure that one out? No?
Hello.
Yeah, we just lost you for a
Am I still
second.
here?
Yeah, you're still here.
I saw that. Yep.
Kailu, just type in name, or is it file name? File name. I think your ID is just tripping. Yeah, keep going. So file.request.name. Yeah, there you go. All right, run the world. Let's see. There you go. And that's why, kids, you have to use your brain and not rely on Visual Studio to tell you what to do all the time. Because, see, Visual Studio is just telling Kailu, hey, it's a fail. It's not going to work. It is going to work.
Mhm.
There you go. So that's a pass. Okay, thank you, Kate. So, Brian, what I just want from you before I merge this PR, pull it on your side, pull that PR on your side, and try to run it and see if it works.
The branch. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Try
Yep.
to run it from an external, like acceptance test kind of thing. But
Mhm.
then you need to set up the configurations and everything, right?
Yeah. You just want me to leak my keys all over the public.
I mean, you're on the stream. I don't know what to say.
What branch was it again, my friend?
Oh, just look for file upload and remotes. Oh, you already have it. Do you see? Upload file right there. This should have
That's
been file upload, but yeah, this one
yeah.
right here. And make sure you get
Yep.
latest and you have our changes because we just did a little something.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Thank you, Kay, by the way. Appreciate it. Here we go.
No worries. So where do you
Maybe
want me
maybe an acceptance, maybe in the acceptance, just create a dummy, like really initialize everything, right? So pick up one of them
to
and run.
any one of these?
Yeah, I don't care. Any one of them doesn't matter. You can go literally in the constructor and just create a fact method
Mm-hmm.
and just in that fact method just you know
Yeah.
call the whole thing. Mhm. If you want an example, you could literally pull in the code from our you could pull the code from um, our README just for code example for configuration and all that jazz. and then we can do it from there. Hmm.
I was going to pull most of the code out of that straight out of that console app that I had.
Yeah, it's up to you. That's fine.
Mm.
As long as you're using this foundation service,
Mm-hmm.
because that's how we know that it's actually
Yep.
solid. I need to find this guy Kudminder and let him finish up these pending PRs.
Mm-hmm.
I think he went on to do school and he was like, that's it. I'm not gonna do anything else. He's never gonna call me again, ever. That poor kid. He doesn't know what he got himself into.
Just opening up that test app that I did.
Yeah.
You sound tired.
What is it? We can hear you, but you're cutting out a little bit. What's happening? Are you running a torrent server on ChatGPT on your side? What happened? Never. By the way, just a word for people. The internet in New Zealand and Australia is, how do I put this nicely, Brian? It's bonkers.
Mm, I got a 100 meg connection. It's not too bad, but I'm sharing it with my son. I got this feeling he might be streaming at the moment. So, so it's 100
Tell him,
meg down,
boy,
but it's
chill out.
yeah, it's 100 down, but only 25 up. And when we're streaming, it's the 25 up is the issue.
Yep, yep.
So what do we want?
Initialize the foundation service. You're gonna need to
so
initialize the broker as well.
yeah. Wow. Broker equals new open. What was it?
AI
Which
broker. Yeah,
yeah.
OpenAI broker.
Yep.
And that guy takes in, I think, a
A,
configuration or something. Yeah.
yeah.
So new OpenAI configurations. Yep. Okay, Lou, will you hang out with us today until we publish something?
Yeah, sure.
Cool.
Oops.
Now you're gonna have to delete all the social media posts you made. Oh my God, we worked hard, and then people download it and be like, what is this
What's he
guy
talking
talking?
about? That's all right. I'm used to it.
Hey, I retweeted you. That's gotta count for something.
Oh,
Oh, who cares? We don't want an organization ID. You also
don't
don't
need
have
that.
to set up the API URL because it's already preset. The only thing you need really is just the API key.
Oh, okay.
Do you want a key?
Uh, I just had a can of coal. Sorry.
Busy,
um,
busy guy. As soon as he deployed that library and he published it online, everyone's calling him now. CNN, Fox News, BBC, CNBC, everyone's calling Brian now. Okay.
I'm just stealing the. You guys are gonna see my key. Damn it.
You want a key from me? Yeah, I can give
That's
you
all
a
right.
key. Okay.
That's fine. Done.
Okay. Let's go.
And then we want a. We need a service, don't we? Which service was
Yep.
it? Yeah.
Yep. It's an AI file service. Okay, and I think, did the boys add in a logging broker in there or what? What's it asking for? It's saying, oh, datetime broker. Just create a random datetime broker in there. Just
Yeah.
slash new datetime broker. What are we doing that datetime broker for though? I can't remember for the life of me.
The Unix time conversion.
Oh, for the mapping
Mm-hmm.
back? Okay, cool. Okay, here it is.
So we need
Don't
to make.
even worry about creating a response, just say var. Exactly. So
Yeah.
let's call it a response and then
Yeah. new equals service dot post.
Upload file async. Yep,
Yep.
and then you need an AI file in there. So new AI file. And then just fill in the request.
Mm-hmm.
Keep going. Yep, and then pull that guy.
Yeah. I'm gonna get rid of all that rubbish.
How do I make you stop use these open close parentheses? How do I make you stop doing that? Because I have somebody that I work with as well, and you just can't stop doing it. Put squigglies. Put squigglies.
I get you. Yep. It's just out of habit. We've been around too long.
I'm trying. I'm really trying.
Is that better? There you go.
Okay,
I think we can just
Parker.
set that to null, can't we? Yeah, on the way in.
Yeah, we don't care.
Yep.
Just don't even mention it. Just leave it.
Yeah, that'll be null in here. Yep.
Yep. So that needs a stream, right?
Yeah.
I want you to call the file broker and give it an actual JSON-L file. We're gonna pretend that we're orchestrating here. Poor Brian, he coded for like 3 weeks and I'm making him even code more.
So you
So
want me to call?
look at the broker at the top, just type in var file broker next to the
Mm.
other broker that you created. File broker equal new file broker. And I don't think that guy takes any parameters as far as I understand. File broker, what does it take? Nothing.
No.
Good. Now get a stream from that guy. So var stream and then file broker dot read file or something. Yeah, go for it. Go for it. Yeah, there it is. Read file.
Yeah.
And then give it a real path, Parker, like something that really exists on your machine.
I don't have one.
We'll just create one then.
Yeah, I know.
He has to do something. He has to say something. Come on, man. I'm getting old, Parker.
Yeah.
Did you tell?
Should create a new file, hey? So this would look like this.
Mm-hmm.
I should get, hang on, 2 seconds.
I think it's prompt something.
Yeah, I'll just steal it out of that other app.
Yeah, yep. Just steal that
Yeah.
one. That's
The
okay
text
with
one.
me.
Yeah.
It's gonna have to be perfect. You know what I mean? It has to be perfect.
So it has to be a
I
bunch
think
of
it's
lines. Yeah,
yeah,
that's
it's
'cause
it's
it's
just
JSON
prompt and
L.
completion. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
double quote prompt and double quote completion and
yeah.
mm-hmm.
Is it a comma? Yeah. All right. Then
I thought it was a colon and then you put data in there.
yeah. Duh, it's JSON. Gee. Just
Just hello world. I don't care.
yeah.
Doesn't matter. And then is it
Now,
like comma and then yeah, completion, I think.
yeah,
No, just keep it on the same line. That's how it's supposed to be structured.
yeah, I get you. Yep. Comma. Yeah, you're right. Completion. As soon as I get a bit anxious, all my fingers start doing the wrong things. And
Yeah, it doesn't even matter. Yeah.
yeah.
Yep, that's good enough. Let's do it. Save this file, give it a normal name like Macas or something.
I'll put it in my downloads folder.
Sure. Macas. Mako. Maca. Yeah. JSON L. JSON L, right?
Yeah.
Dot JSON L.
Yep.
I don't know if it's gonna let you do that or not, but save and let's see. Just save and see.
No,
No, you're gonna have to go and change Are
Yep.
you one of these friendly users that don't want to see file extensions because it gives them an anxiety? Hide file extensions. I don't know whoever came up with that idea.
Yeah,
Why would
no,
you do that?
I even turn on the invisible files at times.
Thanks, Ahmed. I appreciate it.
So, what's the full path to that downloads folder?
By the way, it's macas.jsonl.txt now.
No, I fixed that already. Sorry. See?
Oh, did you? Oh, you did. Yep. Right click on it and just copy the path and you should be good to go. If you're on Windows 7, you're going to have to click, like right click, show more details, properties. Because why would we make things easier for people, right? God forbid.
What happened there? Wow.
Macas. I thought it did that for you automatically. I'm actually disappointed. Visual Studio should do that for you automatically. Just put an at the beginning.
Mm. We don't need that. Don't need
Yeah,
that. That's
that's
all
it.
good.
So that's content, and then you have to put a file name, and I think you have to put a purpose in there. So make sure you fill in these two as well. Yeah, Macas, who cares? Food. That's the. Oh, you can't actually do anything. It has to be, something.
Yeah.
Okay, that's it. Moment of truth, man. Let's do it. I don't know. Put a console or something to hold up the line. Oh, that works too. Do you
Mm.
have to await?
No, well, you don't have to, but we should.
Oh, of course you do. Unless you want to just sit here and wait for the thread to remember they're supposed to come back. Okay, Parker, control RT on this bad boy. Let's go.
How come I'm not seeing the little icon there to run it?
Yeah, control RT. Just go inside that method and just type in control RT.
Yeah, really. Control RT.
Oh, yeah. Old school.
Yeah.
It's always fun to know multiple ways to do the same thing. I never really appreciated that until I started seeing things just fall apart and you needed to figure out a new way to get to something. It was interesting.
Don't know where my test screen disappeared.
There you go. Just wait. There you go. What is the response? Mm-hmm. That's the request. Nice. Yes, sir. It works. I think it
What?
works. I don't know.
It appears so. Wow, I'm surprised.
All right. Okay, dude. Fine. Okay, so I'm gonna merge that PR. I think that PR is good to go because there's nothing else to do here. I think we did handle all the possible exceptions that we can think of.
Mm-hmm.
But I know that Christo might also come back and say, hey, you guys forgot a couple of things, and that's totally fine. I know some people will do that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's the file upload, foundations upload file. So that becomes now active, ready to review. And um, I don't think we have any conflicts because everything else is based on top of that. So that's fair. And just giving it one last look here just to make sure things are in good shape. I think based on that, we can easily go and finish up the orchestration service. Kailu, do you know if we started building clients on top of that orchestration service? I don't think we did. Um, okay, and then we
Not that I
deleted a bunch.
remember. We
Yeah,
just built a service. We didn't build clients.
that's right. That's right. Okay, so this is our PR. That guy gets merged in. So now it's the turn of um, so there is a remove file by I think this get filed by ID. What's the deal here? Okay, I'll wait. Yeah, that guy's not ready yet. We want the AI file upload orchestration service, and this is Hassan Habib orchestration AI files upload. So going back to Visual Studio here for me, going back here. Okay, Okay, perfect. Let's go back to main. And I'm gonna need to merge main on top of the orchestration service. And we also probably need to, let's say AI file. There you go. Orchestrations, AI file upload. I'm gonna sync up this guy, and then I'm gonna try to apply main on top of it because, yeah, so merge into the current branch. Let's see if we run into any conflicts. We shouldn't because it's exactly built on top of the same branch, but we'll see. Two files with potential conflicts. Oh, they made a new thing, automatically commit changes after the merge if there are no, okay, so there's merge. I have one conflict in here, and this conflict is, so add this guy. I don't think we need Newton soft anymore, right? So that's a merge. And then let me see if I can rebuild everything. Oh man, it's just going. It's just going. And this orchestration service doesn't need anything because we already did all the work there. You know, I love it when we have, so, and this is the very first excuse me, the very first orchestration service here. On the services side, if we go on to orchestrations and look at this guy, yeah, so it's gonna go call upload file, await, and then it's gonna read upload file async. So it's gonna read the file, set up the stream. Oh, there's one piece in here. So what is setting the name here? Nothing is setting the name in here, right? So we're gonna need a failing test that actually says set up the name for this guy. Let's see here. And this is the part that I was telling you about, Brian. I don't know if it's gonna allow us to put, slashes in there.
Mm.
So it's gonna be very interesting to see what that kind of looks like, right? Because now the file name, remember we talked about this. So you have the request content, that's read stream, and then I also have expected input file. There you go. And this is expected input file dot request dot name equals, and where's this stream coming from? It's coming from the stream is what the stream is what this guy is giving us, right? What is this upload file? Is it the AI file? Oh yeah. So I can go and say input AI file dot request dot name maybe. That's how I would do it. So they have to provide the name in the request. But we haven't yet agreed on what the client is going to look like, right? It could be a completely virtual model. That's completely different, right? Um,
I know from experience is when you have any sort of app that allows people to upload, you can't accept their file names because you might have a text.txt and I might have a text.txt. And so when two people upload, you're going to have two files with the same name.
right, but it doesn't matter because they get a unique
They get
identity.
stored under their ID. Yeah.
So just going back to this guy, our final service is saying give me an EI file. But this AI file has a request that mandates a stream. But we already are taking care of that stream. But we also talked about how we want to give people the option to be able to send in a just a path.
Mm-hmm.
Just trying to think here for a second.
So if they send in a path, you're going to have to use some sort of coordination service to go and retrieve the stream. But that
Yeah.
coordination service at that stage will also know the name of the file.
Yeah, and also, so we are already expecting that AI file request to have a name in it. Oh yeah, I remember. We told people, hey, if you don't send a stream, remember we said if AI file request dot content, if it has content, then upload the file. If it doesn't have content, then read the file first and then upload.
Yep.
Oh, I remember now. See, small code is much easier to read and understand. Seems like. Um, so that means, let's see here. So that means, did we already then solve for this problem without my modification? Because I'm basically going here and saying, this is the AI file. Take the name, and we assume the name is the full path of that file. That's the assumption, which means that this name will be there, right? The other idea is that if the stream already exists, then go ahead and just upload the file directly, right? So I don't need to set up a request name here. It's unnecessary. Okay, I see the decision that we made here. We might need to think about it a little bit. But let me run all the tests here just to make sure things are compatible and nice and happy with each other. And then we need to go on and build a client. Really, that's what we need to do. Okay, so this is all merged in, so I'm just gonna go here and just type in merge. Right, so that's merging with master. And then I'm syncing and uploading a whole lot of changes going through this. And then let's go back to the web page here. I need a web page. Kailu, get ready. You're gonna build the client. Just heads up. This one has no tests. Not yet. So okay, let me go back here. So pull requests, and then this is AI file upload, and then this is ready for review. It shouldn't have any conflicts, and I just ran all the tests for it, so I don't need this. All right, Kay, let's go. Client. Client, and then OpenAI client, and then we register the services, and then we run the end-to-end test, and then we deploy. We upload a library. But we're gonna need to think a little bit about the integration tests, Brian, and we're gonna need to think about I don't even know. I need to talk to Steph about this. I don't know if WireMock supports the idea of um, posting a form. I don't know if that's a thing. So this is just an assignment for the community. Do you guys want to, investigate this? There's an acceptance test and an integration test. We're definitely gonna need to write the integration test today, but I still need an acceptance test for it. Otherwise, the feature is incomplete. We're not there yet. Okay, sir, let's do it. Clients, Skylu, under clients, you want AI files. Go. Let's do this. So Brian, what happens after files? I mean, there's list files, delete files. All of this is easy. We can.
Mhm.
What happens
Uh,
after files? The fine-tuning model, then. We move on to the actual reason we
yeah.
did all of this, right?
Mm,
So the file that we uploaded, we use the ID of that
yep.
file to submit a request for fine-tuning models, right?
Then we can start tuning what we want out of ChatGPT. Yep.
Gotcha. It's gonna be interesting testing this one.
Mm.
We're gonna need a solid example of actually fine-tuning and then
Mm.
getting the new model name and then go and hit a chat completion request. I still want to make this really, really simple for people to understand. So it's gonna be quite entertaining to see how that works.
Mm.
Kailu, just heads up, you're working with an orchestration service. That's the only difference. And then I know that there is transcription, Brian, which is basically submitting an audio file that gives you back um, it gives you back transcription
Hmm.
of whatever is being said in this audio file, which is cool. And then I think there's one more thing for file upload. I think images, pictures, something like that. We haven't even done did we do the image thing? Did we do the image generation thing? I think we
Yeah.
did.
Remember the mad cat that was attacking me?
Okay, Lou, why is it tripping? Oh, it's just your ID. It's probably your ID being crazy. Oh, inconsistent access. What's the access on AI file? Go inside AI file. Yeah, make this public. Yeah, and make sure you rebuild because oh yeah, make both of these public. All of these, make them public. I don't know why we made these internal. I think we were just typing fast. Okay. Brian, I still don't want the acceptance test to be friends with the core project. Just a thought. Kailu, let someone else do the documentation. Don't do the documentation yourself. I want people to kind of take advantage and be able to learn how to contribute to open source and stuff like that. We're intentionally leaving things for people to come back and actually say, hey, here's an opportunity for me where I can be useful, and be a part of this project. That's the whole point about this. It's people first approach, right?
So I had to do the documentation for the RESTful Sense, the new part in RESTful
I
Sense.
saw, I saw.
Yeah, so
Thank
I just wrote a real dirty, rough one in Word and pasted it into ChatGPT and asked it to make it nice.
you.
And it did. I
It
just then, and the first result I wasn't real happy with, and I just kept on prompting it to tidy it up how I wanted. Job done.
Okay, Parker. Okay. Good for you. AI file orchestration. Yeah. So the other beautiful thing about this endeavor is that people got to see a real life orchestration service being implemented, which is cool. People get to see what orchestrations are and why they're important and how you kind of orchestrate reading from a file and doing the same thing at the same time. Brian, I do know that you and Christo added a lot more other exceptions
Hmm.
into this new call that you're making. So that's a task. That's a task to do, right? Because I don't know if we're handling necessarily all of these exceptions.
Yep.
It still honors all the RESTful sense exceptions, right? That's still
Yeah,
there.
of course. We didn't touch that side of the RESTful Sense at all. Yeah.
Cool.
It was that was the major thing, was making sure we didn't disrupt any of the existing RESTful Sense because of the all the downloads that are already out there.
Yeah. So so is there any other additional exceptions? Because I know there are additional exceptions in there that
Yeah,
are not there's what other exceptions do you have in there, for
I,
example?
I, sorry, off the top of my head, I can't remember them all. There was just
I know
tons.
you have validation exceptions. I know. Did you reach up to the coordination level on this
Yes.
on this endeavor? Oh my God.
Yep.
Yeah, you
We had
did
to
go
get.
all the way there, didn't you?
Yeah, we had to have a coordination service to link the two orchestrations together.
Cool. Cool, cool. We're almost there. Here's a client. I'm gonna do a client. Kailu will do a client. And then maybe we can give it back to you, Brian, to do the exact same test, but this time you're actually gonna call the client instead of calling a foundation service. And we're gonna try to call it twice. Once with an actual file on
Hmm.
your desk, and once with a stream, like a pre-baked stream that's just coming through.
Like the one I did in the demo.
Right. So there's the streams. I mean, Rami's right. You know, at some point we want to offer Fluent. The thing I like about Fluent APIs is that it solves the issue with pure contracts in a major way. How you're basically going and saying, hey, don't send me a model, just build up the required pieces, and I will create the model internally underneath. So it's basically asking, for the most part, for primitive types. And these primitive types is what you pass in as you chain in more method calls and stuff like that. And that's how it basically evolves into being fully functional this way. So that's pretty cool, right? So okay, transcription. Just looking while Kailu's doing this. I'll take the screen from you, okay? Just while you're doing this. Um, so transcription. We have this. Let's see, because I know they're also adding other functionality on their side. So fine tunes, there's moderations, and I know this one, someone told me this one is sunset. And then
Really?
there's, yeah, so engines are deprecated. We know that. So no more engines. Okay. Parameter details, frequency and presence penalty. The frequency and presence penalties found in completions API can be used to reduce the likelihood of sampling repetitive sequences of tokens. They work by directly modifying the logits, unnormalized log probabilities, with an additive contribution. This looks like a mathematical equation. I don't think this is source code, is it?
Mm, yep.
So I don't know what the heck this is, but that's the last thing that they have.
Is it Python?
So authentication, models, listing models, retrieving models. We did do both of these, right, Brian? I think. Listing models and retrieving a model by ID.
And we
I,
did retrieve. That was the one you were looking at. But I'm not sure if we did the list or not.
I hope we did. That'd be sad. Let's look at OpenAI clients, AI models, interface. Yeah, look, retrieve AI models, and then retrieve AI models by name.
Mm-hmm.
So we got that done. We also have completions. We did the completions. We did the chats. Did we do the edits? Completions. We didn't do the edits. So that's hanging in there. Given
Yeah,
prompt and
there's the other thing we haven't done, which really isn't that important, is the streaming returns.
yeah, we got to do that one. I was just talking to someone about this and he said to me how because of the token restriction. He was asking me how do I do that? Because the token restriction is 4070 something, and if you exceed that, it starts throwing exceptions. But if you say slash continue and you kind of do a continuation thing here, it gets much better, right? So
Mm.
okay, so definitely the streaming, the images, we took care of it. Embeddings, text embedding, Ada, the food was delicious, and the waiter. What the heck is that? Get a vector representation of a given input that can be easily consumed by machine learning models. Sure, we'll do embeddings, no problem. Audio, we really need to do this one next. That one would be fun. Files and file tuning, that's what we have. There's also retrieve file content. I think this is new. They didn't have retrieve file content before. Fine tuning here, create, fine tune, list file tune, retrieve, cancel, list fine tune events. Oh my God, there's a whole lot of stuff here that needs to be implemented. We're gonna be here for a while. You know, that's what I'm saying. All right, let's go back to Kailu.
And then we get to plugins.
And then we get the plugins,
Mm.
and then we get to spell all of this
Mm.
out. I just
Mm.
got granted the access you can't just access Azure OpenAI, not just yet. You have to request and wait, and
Mm.
we're gonna have to spell that one out, right? And we need to put Bard, OpenAI, Azure OpenAI all behind a spell library, and then someone is gonna implement that spell library, and then finally people will be able to switch between Bard, ChatGPT, Azure, and whatever is out there. You know, uh, Meta's large language model without noticing any difference. The unionization of these models and results is going to be the interesting part.
Mm-hmm.
But otherwise, I think we're in for a very nice trip with AI here. And then if we can do it according to SPAL and we can unify all of these existing products, we can now go and start talking about how do we implement our own large language model and how do we stand up our own API and how do we train this and welcome to the next year and a half, just an ongoing project where people kind of consuming content, learning about this. It's fun. Brian, it's not even about this OpenAI stuff. It's about the people watching how to build a library in general,
Yep.
right? Like when I was doing this stream with Elon and Rodney and Cecil and all these folks, I was just telling them this, okay? I mean, OpenAI, there's 50,000 libraries out there. Okay, fine. We're gonna build one that's standard compliant, test driven, pair programmed, sure. But it's about this community togetherness and having people actually come together and be able to work with us, and contribute to this project at large. That's the fun part, right? And we're recording it because these moments mean a lot more to me than just a library that's getting downloads and views out there. It's always going to be my stance as we go. Okay, Kay, are we good? So you have the dependency validation. I don't know if we decided to lump together validation and dependence validation together and just call it a validation exception. Can you go to other clients, please, Kailu? Go to AI models clients real quick.
That's what we did in the coordination service, I'm pretty sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, see, Kailu, the dependency validation is also thrown as an AI client validation because the customer doesn't understand it. We're just telling them something occurred. They don't understand that part. So go back to your AI files client and just throw an AI. Yeah, there you go. Thank you, sir. That's it. And then you don't need that filed in. I think we have an issue here for this one. Let's see here. GitHub. Yeah, just open the PR and I'll take care of it. So clients, yeah, all uppercase clients. Getting closer, Parker. You're gonna be doing the integration test though. You're gonna have to do it.
Me? Wow.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. All right, thank you, Kay. So taking it from here, I'm gonna take Kailu's uh, branch. Here we go. And then what I want to do here is basically just find it first. So let me get latest from main, since we merged all that good stuff. And then I'm going to go remote. I'm going to say AI file. What did you call it, K? Client upload file, sure. So on the clients, I want to take over. So this is OpenAI. So we need a new client in here. So this will be IAI file client. What, did not pick up the stuff? IAI file client. There you go. AI file files. There you go. And then on OpenAI client, we need to implement that guy. So this is IAI file client, and this is AI files. There you go. And then we need to register all the services that are concerned with this endeavor, right? It says AI files client, AI files. Why is this guy tripping? Let's see. AI files, AI files client. Yeah, that's right. I think it's just tripping. I think it doesn't know what it's talking about. Okay, let's instantiate this guy. So this will be AI file client. AI files equals service provider. Get required service. AI files client. There you go. And this will be AI file client. AI file client. That's correct. And then I wonder if we have all the right services registered. So I have file broker that's implemented and registered on the foundation service, AI file orchestration service, AI file service. This is all good. Okay, Brian, get ready because you're gonna test this on the integration tests, but we're gonna merge this first and you keep your code because it's gonna need its own kind of pull request for that. Let's see, why is this guy tripping? Client, what am I missing? AI files. Oh, did I call it AI files client or something? Hold on, let's go here. Come on. AI files client, AI files. Okay, fine. Control period, tell me what you want to type in. What? No. Okay, the error must be something else though. Standard could not be found. Oh, AI files set is not public. Okay, sure. Go to definition. Oh, I put a set in there. Okay, got it. There you go. Cool. Let's run this. So, thank you, Diogo. Yeah, that's the point. Thanks. Okay, let me run all the tests one more time just to make sure things are good. Okay, Brian, well, here's what I want you to do, and then we will wrap it up. We'll release, right? What I want to do is I'm going to commit this. I'm going to go here and say clients, sorry, configs, register AI files client. I'm going to push this. I want you to write an integration test, and you feel free to kind of do a stream. If you want to create a stream on the fly, I'm okay with that. We would probably need 2 of these, but if you want to do a stream on the fly, I'm totally cool with that. We gotta test it anyway before we publish the library and all that kind of stuff. And we just want to make sure things are connected properly and that we registered all the things. And then we put a new release and we announce it. And that's it for today.
Yep. You just pushed 2 more, didn't you? I didn't not seeing them.
It's in a branch.
Ah. What branch were you on?
Go to remotes and type in clients or upload file, upload dash file. It's under Kailu's name. There you go. Client. If there
That's
is
that one?
only, yeah, if there's only a standard for naming conventions, that'd be nice. That'd be a great idea.
And somebody should document them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If there was only a guy called Christo who documented all of it.
Yeah.
Just for the folks watching while Brian is building this up. Brian, this is code that's gonna stay, but not necessarily on this branch, right? So what I want you to do is to branch out of this and just type in integrations dash upload file. And while Brian is doing this, I want to just show people something real quick. Because people ask me this, they said, where are you saving all these steps that you need to take for the standard team, right? So if you type in the standard team, there is a nice documentation that Christo put here. This is completely separate from the standard. This is more like the standard team, the standard culture. And he talked a lot about all the code contributions, etiquettes, the ethics. He talked a lot about, how we break it into users, username, category, entity, and then action. So that's pretty much what Kailu did right now. He basically said clients, he said users, Kailu who, and then category is clients, and then entity is file, and then action is upload. right? This is very intentional. Like we're really, really intentional about the things that we add in. And then you'll see here all these different kind of categories of things. I don't know. Yeah, Christo also put clients in there. So he really, kind of went above and beyond to kind of make sure that we understand the structure, project structures. Here's the commits. Here's how you do a fail, pass, all these things that Kailu and Brian and everybody that joined us here, you know, uh, uh, have been doing. It's very systematic and very, very intentional and documented. I'm gonna drop the standard team kind of practices in the chat for people to kind of take a look at. But that's all what we have in here. So just for the people to kind of know what our practices are. Okay, back to you, Brian. Go ahead.
Yeah, what's the new client? It was AI files.
Yeah. So you need to create a new branch first.
I did
No,
integrations.
no, you didn't. Oh, is that Kailu? Did I pull Kailu's? Oh yeah, never mind. Yeah,
You're looking at the wrong window.
yeah. So yeah, yeah, it's just the same OpenAI client, but then dot AI files. So for integrations, you gotta create a new.
Folder called AI files. That's right.
Yes. Let's go, Parker. Let's go. And I'm assuming like this would be version. I know that Gudmundur published. He published a version of our library. Let's see, OpenAI. He did publish one version.
Is that right? Good name? AI files test. Yep.
Yeah, just like the other ones, right? Yeah, we are on version 0.4.0. So we're on version 0.4. So we're gonna go to 5 this time. That's cool. Okay, sir, let's do it.
So upload.
Hmm. Cool.
Maybe upload file. No, it doesn't really matter. Okay, so we're going to set all this up.
Yeah,
CTOR.
just copy it. Just copy the one that's already in the other ones. It's not that much different.
Really? Yeah.
It's literally the same. The
Yep.
exact same. Uh-huh. Except for, I guess, the class
Yeah.
name. Make sure you add copyrights and control KE on top. I mean, you've done this like 50 times, Brian. I'm not going to tell you anything anymore. You've done
I don't
enough.
know. I don't know how many times I did that in the last 48 hours. Like really.
All right.
What about the test? How are we going to do that? That's a partial.
Also the same, except that you're gonna fill in different parameters.
Yeah.
Like chat completion pretty much, but you can fill in different parameters basically.
What's he upset about?
I
Oh,
don't know. You're playing with the accessibility level there, so
yeah, we're good.
should upload file. Kailu, what do you think about this whole multi-part form stuff? I thought it's pretty sweet.
It's genius.
I think it's genius.
No, it's mad scientist.
Some mad scientist craziness. I think it's pretty good. Okay, I can't eat these Oreos unless we upload the NuGet package, so help me
Wow.
out here. Help me out here. This is my celebration. Wow. That was cold. See, you didn't have to do that, but you chose to be that kind of person. That's a choice, Brian. That's a choice.
Hey, look, these ones even break in half. You can have one. There you
What the
go.
heck is that? Is that what do you call them? Biscuits? No, in Australia you don't call biscuits biscuits. What do you call them?
No,
Cookies?
no, we call them Bicky biscuits. Yeah,
Did you
these
say
ones are.
Bicky?
Yeah, that's what you say to your kids. Do you want a Bicky?
Okay. I heard that's why people kind of shorten the word so kids, they don't struggle with a big word like
hmm
biscuits. So just say Bicky, Blanky, stuff like that. It's pretty sweet. I like it.
You're saying this test is basically the same as this one?
Like any other post. Find a post, like chat completion, for instance.
Oh,
Mm,
yeah.
there you go. Yeah, literally just copy that guy. Change the stuff that needs to be changed. Yep. I think as long as the response is not null, I know Diogo had some ideas around verification. I don't remember what he was saying, but it's definitely something to discuss and revisit. That's for sure. Okay. So yeah, let's change those from chat completion to AI file. And then on the request, you want an AI file request. And we just need a name and a stream and a purpose, right? So yeah, just give it any name you like. It doesn't matter. Yep. Just create a
Mm,
random stream for this one. You're gonna have to create like a memory stream. You could steal the one that you
yeah.
created before. I'm okay with that. Just make sure you put it in the root.
Something like that. Yep.
hmm hmm And just a task for the community. We need to figure out a way to have our integration test read from an actual file setting in the solution. So whoever wants to take that task, it's up for grabs. Um, mhm.
Yep.
AI files, upload file, noise, and then that's your AI file here. And then we want an AI file response, basically.
Mm,
No, you're doing the right thing. Just instead of chat completion, just type AI file.
yeah. No,
Nope, just AI file.
yeah. Sorry, I forgot. It's a
It's a pure contract. Call it response AI file.
yeah.
Cool. And just we want to make sure that the response is not null.
hmm
Yeah, let's do it. I think you have to set up your key and stuff like that. So you could comment, if you go back to the root file of this test, you could comment the environment variables unless you have them set up and just put the keys in there.
Yeah, I did have them set up, but they'll be old keys. So it'd be just as easy to paste the key that I
Yeah,
used.
just put the key in there. That's okay.
Yeah.
Make sure you also put the organization ID because that's going to be part of our pipeline,
hmm
test and build and run. Yeah.
This is the key I exposed before, which I'll be canning shortly. How's that look? Well, good.
It's pretty good. Let's go. So you want to run this one in debug mode.
Oh, yep, sorry. Yeah,
I mean, if it passes, it's fine too. I wanted it in debug so we could see the end to end, but let's just see. So this is good. Put it in debug mode and just make sure that the response looks right.
Yep, I'll put a breakpoint. Where's my? Yeah.
Okay,
Perfect.
it's perfect, right?
Mm.
Yes, sir. So hold on to this PR because, and then put these methods, the part where you created a memory stream, put that in a method on the root file. So you can create, just call it random content or something like that. Put these
Yep.
in a method. You're gonna have to write another method that basically says here is the um, here is the other version where you get to actually upload a file from disk. Uh,
Mhm.
but that's also an assignment for someone to do it. So let me create a pull request here. So this is clients upload file, and this is closes. Let's see, upload file. There you go. Upload file. So this is clients. Do I have a label for clients though? Maybe exposers, acceptance clients. There you go. And then this is a pull request, getting closer and closer. The client's upload file. And these are all the files that Kailu just created. Open file client, AI file dependency, created dependencies, and then he basically went and said, why did these change though? Oh, because he fixed the thank thank you for doing that, Kay. Appreciate you. This guy is a nice guy, I swear to God. I get so lucky with these guys. Response. Okay, thank you, Kay. Appreciate it. That's integrity. Doing the right thing even if no one is looking. You know, that's integrity. Okay. So this is a merge from my side. Get ready, Brian, because now you need to create a pull request for me about the integration test. Go ahead and push it out. You have it ready?
No. What do you want me to do?
So yeah, this is all good. Just create a pull request for this.
Yep.
Call it integrations. Yep, upload file from a stream.
This has got my API keys in it.
Oh, no, no, no. Remove these keys first. It needs to read
Mm.
from the, and make sure you put a skip on that test.
Yeah.
Good catch. Yep.
So
So
what
you
do I
want to
do?
revert those. So just copy your method. Just copy your method and do Control Z. Copy that create random stream. Put a new line between return and memory stream, or just return the new memory stream later when you're
Yeah.
ready.
Yeah, right. So just revert this page.
Yeah, Control Z. Just do Control Z. Control Z all the way.
Yep. Like that.
There you go. And now just
Yep.
paste your method.
Yep.
Okay, now just fix this. You have an extra line on line 35, or well, extra lines, and put a return on the new memory stream instead of having to do, and make sure that return is in it's in new line.
Yeah.
Line 32, put a return there, and then
Yep. We're good.
Nope, just do a return. You don't have to create a variable. You're not using it. You're not doing anything with it.
Oh, this.
Yeah, just return and then put new memory stream. Whatever is in line 32, Brian.
This.
Yes.
So we don't need line 30. Oh, okay.
Take that
So
extra semi and then push it. Mhm.
yeah,
How long is this line, Brian? Line 31.
at 108.
1-8. We're good. Let's go. Although it has a Billy, but it's okay. Let's go.
Yeah. Is that the right name? Upload file. Integrations. You happy with that?
Yes, sir. Let's go to town. So that means the folks that did retrieve file by ID and all that are gonna have to kind of catch up and do a merge, but you know, I'll let people kind of play around with that. All right, do you have a PR open? Let's go back to Bryantown. Okay, sir. Integrations, upload file. Did you put a skip on that guy?
Ooh, damn it.
And you pushed
See?
your keys.
Because I
Did
didn't
it?
save it. What?
No. It's okay. I mean, they're gonna send you an email and tell you, hey, we caught your keys, but
I'm gonna experience your experience.
yep,
Yeah.
you get to have firsthand. It did catch create random stream though, which is good. We just need
Yeah.
the. I mean, it's work hazard, right?
That's a good thing they named the keys now.
Okay, and I'm gonna put in here in the description, I'm gonna say closes, upload file. Let's see here, integrations. There you go, integrations, upload file. And then you need a label in here that says integrations. There you are. And then what else, Mr. Parker? You already pushed, right? So if I
No,
look here,
I haven't pushed the new stuff yet. I'm just adding the skip in right now.
cool.
I'm just going to add this as a code, Rob.
Quickly, because it's trying to run and trying to make a call. Not that I care, you know, it's your keys.
That's all right.
I mean, if I tell you how many times GitHub sends me an email saying, "Hey, you're running out of build space. You don't have build space anymore." It's hilarious. Be like, "Well, that's your problem, not mine. I don't see how that's my problem." Okay, so this is client. Here you go. And then if I go back here, this is the build. Okay. So okay, so while that's happening, because that doesn't change anything on this side, I'm gonna go back to OpenAI and do the final shot, which is basically I'm gonna go here to main. I'm gonna do a sync, and then I'm gonna go to OpenAI file in here. I'm gonna go to the configurations or the properties or whatever. I like to do it old school. I'm just gonna go up here and basically say this is version 5. So this is 0.5, 0.5, and then the release note is it offers retrieving model, offers uploading files. Can you believe we made it happen? Good job. Very, very good job. This is okay, just making sure that the versions are right. 005, 05.
I
I
just
love
revoked.
it.
I just revoked all those keys for anyone that's listening.
Oh, it didn't send you email or anything?
I haven't checked yet, but I just revoked the keys in here.
Okay, but okay, so I'm gonna go here and say configs. up release version to 0.5, or release rather. Release. There is a commit, and then I need you, um, I need you to merge your PR. So I'm gonna go back to your PR here. You already you already pushed, right, Brian? The
Yep. Yep. You'll see it there as a
cool. Cool. And the checks are done. So did it actually did it actually run the integration test? Let's see here. So running tests, pass. Someone is printing out the, shouldn't be printing out like that. So this is 5. Yeah, it did run your integration test, dude. Sorry, Parker. That's just you. I don't know. Okay, so
Yep.
I think we can merge this one.
Guess what? I got an email.
Oh, did you actually? For real?
Yeah. Hi there. You're OpenAI.
You're not real, you're not doing real code unless you get one of these email, so okay, so this is good. Now I'm gonna go back to the standard OpenAI, and I'm gonna go back to pull from main. So I'm gonna sync. Oh shoot, I didn't create a branch. All right, here we go. Syncing up. So this
I'm
should be
glad.
good.
I'm glad I'm not the only one that does that.
Oh, you're not. You're not. Oh, we definitely are all just doing crazy stuff all the time. So okay, so here's the release, and then um, now the only thing I have to do is just basically upload. I'll just do a quick check here, and Brian, get ready because you're gonna be doing a console app to test this.
Gosh, again.
Because you
It's,
know
it's,
you know why? Because some people, that never happened, will upload files and celebrate on social media. Hey, Smile, nice to meet you. Okay, so I am ready. I am ready to upload this. Let's do this. Wow, so we're publishing two NuGet packages in one stream. That's wild. Let's do that. Here you go. NuGet.org. I hope I'm still logged in. Yeah, there you go. And then I need to kind of find where we uploaded this thing. So open File Explorer, bin, releases. Here's 0.5, fantastic. And here is my, oh no, that's just, okay, there you go. And then here's version 5, a very expensive version for our tastes. And this is all good. Great team kind of effort. Okay, get ready, Parker. I'm hitting the upload on this one. Just to make sure it should have the notes, the release notes. Always update your release notes because that's the beta release that offers uploading files. Great. So here's submit. The license link become available, blah. Icon will become available, blah. Okay. So, Parker, how are you doing? How are you feeling?
oh, yeah. I've got the app. I've got a console app here ready,
You have your
empty, and I've got it on the NuGet page. I'm waiting for the new version.
so look, the exact same thing that you just wrote in the integration tests, you're gonna put it in a console app. The only difference is that you're, instead of you calling embedding the project, you're just calling the
Mm-hmm.
RESTful the standard AI OpenAI project.
Yep.
Pretty much the exact same code. And while we're at it, even though it's not in the integration test, we're just gonna call this file again that you created, the JSON L file. But
Mm-hmm.
let's just wait until this one is. I'm gonna let you announce that version 0.5 as well, Brian, because it's mostly your work, and we're just kind of doing the fitting, finishing and fitting. You're just the core component that made this possible is your hard work on this. So this is all you, my friend. Okay. This guy will take a second. We're really keeping NuGet.org busy, huh? By the way, NuGet.org is very much so powered by OData, but also what's his name? David Fowler is the one that actually was participating. He played a big role in it. You know, I mean, he didn't build it from scratch, but he did play a big role in it. David Fowler is the one of he's the dude that invented ASP.NET Core. You know, it's pretty cool. Okay, this guy's taking a second here. Taking a tiny second, a tiny bit. So .NET 7. Should we do it in .NET Standard, Brian? Standard 2, Standard 2.1? This is like a question for Christo. You know, he's excited about these things. So right now we're setting it into .NET 7. I didn't know that there's .NET 7 Android, iOS. Look, Mac is. Mac Catalyst and Mac OS and Windows and TV OS. You're on mute, by the way. Unless you're trying to sneeze or something, then I'm just gonna leave you.
I was chewing my biscuit.
Oh, you're okay. I will chew my Oreo as soon as you tell me that it's working. I will eat my Oreo and drink my tea and just call it a day on live streams. The day isn't over for me yet, but it's a day on live streams. Okay, sir. Cool. Cool. I don't know what is it hanging? Why is it? What happened? Did we break it?
You broke
Control
it.
Alt Shift. It
Wouldn't be
supposedly takes a lot shorter than that, right? I did break it, didn't I? I felt like I did something wrong. I just didn't know what it was. Yeah, we are on the front page, dude, which is really, really good. Okay, it's getting there. The package is being indexed. Well, why didn't it say that to me here? Okay, the package is being once the package is indexed, then you will be able to kind of go ahead and utilize it. And that wraps up our session. I get to go play. What is this new game that I've been playing recently? Iron Harvest. Have you played that game before, Brian? Iron
no,
Harvest?
no.
Okay, I'll send it to you on Steam.
I've been playing a game with my grandson called Satisfactory. He loves it.
Satisfactory?
Yeah,
Okay. What is it? RTS? What is it?
it's one of those builder games where you I don't know. Have you ever? Uh, there's a
It's
game
okay.
called Factorio. Have you ever heard of Factorio?
Sounds very familiar.
Yeah, so it's more of a God view game. Well, in
Hmm.
fact, Satisfactory is almost like Factorio, but the devs would hate me saying that. But it's a first person perspective. You actually run around in the world. You can jump on the trains and do all that sort of stuff. That's why my grandson loves it. He gets me
Wow.
to yeah. I'll show you one day.
Wow.
Mm.
By the way, good timing because it's almost the end of the week, so this is a good day to release
Mm-hmm.
a new version. I think for the rest of those, it'll be just really straightforward for releasing every week, just a new version like that. That should be very common for us. We'll see.
So what's the new version? 05?
Oh 05. Let's go,
Yeah.
Brian. Your
Okay.
time. Give me that Oreo. Let's go. So it found the model. That's a good sign, right?
Yup.
Now you need the client. Literally, just copy the client from the integration test. Let's go, Parker. Give me something. Yeah.
Oops.
Now you need to put more keys on public.
Damn it. I just canned those ones.
Hey, this time take that file path and just pass it in the file name. Let's see if that works. That's me kind of testing before the integration test is even done.
Sorry. Um,
Just resolve the issues and I'll tell you.
yeah. This opening.
Okay, so you don't need this. You need the async task main in your method name.
Hmm?
Async task main.
Oh, I do this often.
And then take that. Yeah, there you go. So that AI file, you need to also copy the AI file from your integration test. Yeah, that guy. Take that guy.
Hmm.
But this time we're not going to give it a stream because why would we do the things that we know works? We're going to give it just the eh, literally just the file path. Yeah, there you go. Go for it. So you can't give it a content. You're going to have to put the file path in the name itself.
Ah, sorry. Ah, yeah. I get you.
Which I can see now just by you doing that, it's not
Yeah.
intuitive. But
No.
okay, let's run this. Let's see what it does. This is probably going to fail. If there's any validation on the slashes that are in the name, and I will tell you what we're going to do next, but let's just run this and see. Can you put like a console print line or something like that just to catch it? Sure.
Here. Yep.
Yeah,
I'll
that's
do
fine.
that.
Let's go.
Yep.
Here we go. Do you have your environment set up right?
No, of course not. I'm gonna have to
Well,
put more
that's not
keys
going to
in.
work. There you go.
Yeah.
Exception AI. What's the exception? Scroll down.
Nope.
Yep, there you go. It says a client dependency error occurred, unauthorized. Beautiful. I
Mm.
love our exceptions. I just love how we represent things. Okay, kill this, upload your keys or update your keys. At least we're giving people a reason why things are not working, for God's sake. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Like bare minimum treating engineers like human beings, right? So, and I don't think you need to worry about organizations or any of that. Just cancel both of these. Just put the key. Just delete both of these. We don't care.
Yeah.
Already set up.
I'm gonna have to need to grab another key. 2 seconds.
It's going to be very, very, very interesting how this is going to deal with the long path file name. We have a solution for it. We just want to see. Let's go. They made it too easy to generate a key, so that's on them, right? That's not our fault. That's their fault. Ooh, it did work, didn't it? What's the file name in the response? Oh, it put the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Fine, I guess that's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
And then if people want to have just the file name, they just gonna have to make the file in the same path as the solution.
Or
But
trim it.
guess what? Now I get to eat my Oreo. That's a that's a full run right there.
See, I wasn't being mean after all.
Okay, Mr. Parker. That wraps it. Thank you so very much. I appreciate, the hard work that went into this. It may seem like seamless and easy, but a lot of thought went into this, and I don't know how to thank you enough. Also the standard community in general and Kailu.
Yeah, look,
Thank you. Mhm.
everyone helped me with this. It wasn't just my work, like you said. I built off ideas that everyone was bouncing around, in the storming stage. And yeah, I just want to thank everyone for that. And Krista, especially, he gave me a lot of help the other night.
Thank you so much. Okay. Brian, this time you get to announce the OpenAI version, and it's actually working.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
Thank you all for watching. Take care. Have a good
Thank
night.
you.